Today I'm taking a look at the AIRTAK electrical cabinet. So we do have a door on the bottom, and what's cool about that is that we're going to have a plate for that. So whenever we go to make our penetrations, we can cut our holes in here. In the event that we want to change that, we can just take this entire panel, throw it away, get another plate, put it on there. We don't have to remount the box. We don't have to change anything. We just change that plate. So these things can be very handy. We can see we got ribbon nuts holding on our plate on the inside, and we got holes for mounting this directly to a wall. We got our keys, and that is going to be for our lock. This is pretty nice. They actually put some bars right here. So in the event that we want to put some switches or some lights right here on the front panel, we would of course have to run wires from the back up to this door, but we don't want every time we close this door for those wires to move. So with this, we can actually zip tie to this bar, make sure that those wires have a fixed point where they're never going to move. We can also see we got full insulation going all the way around this door, and this is something I really like to see. This is a metal box. We do have a ground wire going from the box to the door. That's important because sometimes these hinges are not a perfect conductor. So if for some reason a live wire fell off of whatever we're hooking it up to and I touch this door, if it was not able to make a path to ground, then it could just electrify this door. So somebody unknowing could come up, touch that, and then get shocked. But because they put this grounding wire on there, it is going to have a path to ground, so it's going to automatically shut off the breaker anytime anything touches this door. So it is important that we got that, and I'm glad they did follow the rules there. We do have a removable back plate, and they're using Phillips head screws to hold that on. Just over 25 centimeters, just under 10 inches wide, and just over 30 centimeters, just under 1 foot tall. Total inside length, we've got a little over 15.5 and a little over 11.5 wide. I like to see that these holes are slotted so we can move this around a little bit if we need to. With the plate installed, we are looking at about just over 7 inches to the door, and without, we're at about 7.5. We do have insulation for the bottom, so if we put this on here first, put the panel on top of that, we got to be able to make sure that this is going to be fully weatherproofed. And that is what that is going to look like on the bottom. For our lock, you can see there is a rubber seal there as well, and that is just going to fit through the front. And we screw the mount back on the bottom. I don't know what kind of key this is, but apparently you only have to insert it up to the first point. That's a little odd. Now it does lock, but the key really isn't much. In fact, yeah, the key doesn't really do much at all. So if the security of this box is important to you, then maybe invest in a better lock. For me, that's not really going to be a big deal, because this is going to be an inside box for me. So the last thing we have, got some mounting brackets. So in the event we want to have a little bit more flexibility when mounting it, we can attach these onto the back, and I do appreciate those actually have keyholes in it, so we just set it on top of whatever anchor or bolt that we've got there. So we can drop the box on, then tighten that down to secure it. So yeah, if you're looking for a nice metal box, as long as the lock isn't an important thing to you, this is going to be an excellent option.